Hello, bonjour. Do you know what? I was going to be clever. I was actually going to say hello in 27 different languages. But at the risk of being classed as a bumbling racist, I'll save you the airtime. Yes, it's 2019 and here in the UK things are going to, kind of get sticky. A referendum over 2 years ago meant that a majority of the British people, and no matter how small that majority was, it was still a majority, were asked to leave the EU. But is trading or not trading with the EU all it's been cracked up to be? Have we ever really made most of that relationship? Well, here are a few things to consider going forward through the rest of this year and afterwards. And I am Mark Ford, I'm your best kept business secret, and here's what some of the most successful traders with the EU factor into their business plans, their marketing plans, and their strategies. Now, finding a common selling ground in Europe is a very difficult region to do business in because there is no such thing as a European culture. There never has been and there never is likely to be either. Enormous differences exist amongst the countries inside the EU. The simplistic approach to understanding these differences is recognising what marketers often call the contrast between the spaghetti culture of the south and the potato culture of the north. Now, these labels refer to the propensity even of Italians to prefer pasta and Northern European countries such as the UK to prefer potatoes. But of course, that contrast leaves out the middle. And where the hell do you put France? You see, business owners and marketers have found that where cultural variances are small, products tend to move more freely backwards and forwards across the borders. Such is the case in the Scandinavian countries. But where cultural differences are huge, and I mean huge, like between France and Germany is a great example, products that do well in one country may not do so well in the other. Now, I also bet you didn't know that countries have genders, at least when it comes to their advertising and their marketing orientation. This is one way marketing people classify the variations in European markets. You see, some countries such as Austria and Italy are considered to be more masculine countries because their people tend to be attracted to advertisements or products that are more assertive and achievement orientated. Other countries, such as the Netherlands and Denmark, are considered more feminine in their orientation because advertisements that show concern for the environment or that champion the underdog often do really well. Now, one trick to successfully market your product in Europe is to find cross-cultural clusters such as age. Children have commonalities across all cultures, so you can design and provide products that touch those commonalities. By the same token, however, don't assume that you can judge European children by looking at US children. European children, for example, tend to play more with educational toys, whereas US children prefer action toys. Perhaps something to do with the gun laws, I don't know. Joking? Or am I? Young European professionals, however, are more likely to adopt US products along with the more traditional European products. Seems I've given you more than a few things to consider than perhaps the press have. However, this all comes with its positives. Money. You see, the introduction of the euro, now 20 years old, makes the problem of currency exchange much easier for most businesses. You have a bit more control over prices and profits if one medium of exchange is common for most of the European countries. So apart from all the rhetoric and the bullshit you've been seeing in the media, ladies and gents, I've possibly given you some food for thought about selling or marketing your products in the EU. No matter what the outcome of what happens after March 2019, these are just some of the processes that business owners and marketers are thinking about in some of the most successful companies that trade with Europe right now. And whilst we're not entirely sure how this leaving thing will play out fully, I can't see how many of these would change. So, what are your thoughts on the way things might change? What are the benefits that might happen in your business? Comment below and I will see you soon. Be brilliant.